6.2, update on special education.
Essentially, we're not here to ask anything of the board tonight. We're really here just to update the board. To let you know that at this point, it is looking as though, given the students in our schools who require some more specialized instruction than we're able to provide within the district, we will likely be tapping into our special education reserve accounts this year, and possibly the special education article that was voted on at town meeting a couple of years ago. I do think it's important that the town understands we are doing everything in our power to bring in staff, develop programs, keep instruction and our students within the town of Plainville, and there are just some instances where we're not able to give the students the appropriate instruction that they really do require. The other thing that I wanted to share, and I know I just updated this for Mr. Noble very recently, we presented a different version of this to the school committee earlier in the year, and special education really is a volatile part of education, and some of the tuitions that you see here today were not here at the beginning of the year. We didn't count on them at the end of the year last year, and these really are all dependent on individual needs of students.
So just to walk through, for the folks at home watching and the folks in the room, if you want to just walk through the numbers for us, it looks like we've got a certain amount that's been contributed each year for the last three budget years, plus the special article, right? Mm-hmm. So we have a total of $710,000 available to draw from. Yes. For emergency special ed funding. And then do you want to just walk us through briefly what you're estimating at this point?
Yeah, so essentially, as the document outlines, there are two different kinds of placements that we work with. Some are local collaboratives, and some are considered private schools. Just to be perfectly frank, typically the collaboratives are the least expensive of the option, and they also provide students with the least restrictive environment. Many of them are housed in public schools, including in Plainville, where we do house the BICO program. So we're looking at 4 tuitions at our collaborative partners for $193,000 approximately. We have 3 students who are placed in the more restrictive private settings for a total of $219,000 over that. We also have obligations to provide transportation for these students, and we anticipate from July of 2024 through June of 2025 about $153,000 in specialized transportation. We also provided the board with just an estimate of what the range is. So when you're looking at transporting a student, if they're going relatively close, or maybe they've been there for part of a year, you'll see on the low end, we're looking at $6,000. On the high end, we're looking at $31,000. And that's just simply based on number of miles, number of trips, et cetera. Overall, we anticipate at this point in time somewhere in the neighborhood of $566,000 that we'll be looking to absorb through our articles, through circuit breaker, which is state funding, and potentially through the article.
Thank you for making us aware.
Yeah, no, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for everything you do.